See the second example, the bowler balls the ball to the batsman. Now what the bowler is doing? Bowling. So bowling is the action verb here. Balls is the action verb. This river is quite shallow. Now here is a helping verb, right? So this river is quite shallow. Here the verb is telling you about the state of river, that this river is quite shallow. Okay, so here verb is being, but verb is telling you about the state of river. Shakespeare was the greatest dramatist. Now, here again, helping verb is there, and it is telling you about the Shakespeare state, that he was a great dramatist. So, here also, it is not an Shakespeare is not doing something, it is telling you about what the Shakespeare was. So, just telling you about that will be considered as a being. Next, the nightingale has a sweet voice. Now, here, possession. Possession means something, some quality possessed by somebody. Now, here, nightingale has a sweet voice. So here Nightingale has a sweet voice. Nightingale possessed a sweet voice. So here has is also a helping verb which tells you about the quality possessed by the nightingale. These bungalows have beautiful flower gardens. Again, these bungalows have what? Beautiful flower gardens. So here have is a verb which tells you about what these bungalows possessed. Okay, so I hope these examples are clear to you. Now so what is the definition of verb exactly? Verb is a word that denotes an action, being, or possession. So verb is a word that denotes an action, being, or possession. Okay, now come to the next topic, that is object of the verb. Now suppose whatever subject is doing, the action is reflected on the object, right? Now see, let's take an example. Rahul eats an apple. Now what Rahul is doing? Rahul is eating what? What? An apple. So here apple is the object. Apple is the object. Okay, now let's see the examples. The magician lit the fire. Lit what? When we ask the question what with the verb, when we ask the question with the verb like what or whom, that answers the object of, that tells the object of a verb, right? Clear everyone? So let what? The fire. So the fire is the object of the verb lit. Okay, second example, the chair needs repair. Needs what? Repair. So repair is the object of the verb need. Clear? Next, he helps the poor. He helps whom? I told you, when the verb asks the question with the word what or whom, it will tell you about the object of the verb. So helps whom? The poor. So the poor is the object of the verb helps. My mother loves me. Loves whom? Me. So me is the object of the verb loves. So I hope the object of a verb is clear to you, that how will you find out the object of your verb. Okay, now next topic is types of verbs. Types of verbs. There are three types of verb: transitive, intransitive, and third is verbs of incomplete predication, or you can say linking verbs. Okay, linking verbs. Now transitive, as I discussed, object of the verb, it is resembles to object of the verb. When your verb requires an object. When the verbs requires an object to make a complete sense. To make a complete sense, that verb is transitive verb. When the verb requires an object to complete its meaning or to make a complete sense, that is a transitive verb. Okay, if I that transitive verbs requires an object to make a complete sense, and intransitive verb they do not require an object to make a complete sense. Okay, now let's see the examples and I will tell you in detail. Third category is verbs of incomplete predication. This I will tell you with the help of example. Okay, linking verbs. This I will tell you with the help of examples. Now let's see, these are the 5 examples. Please listen to me carefully. The woman filled the pail with water. He kneeled to pray. Gas and coal are fuels. That dog looks dangerous. You appear well today. So, the woman filled the pail with water. In the first sentence, filled is the verb here. Now, here, this verb requires an object to make a complete sense. The woman filled what? The pail. Pail is the object here, right? So, filled is a which verb? Transitive verb. Filled is a which verb? Transitive verb. Okay? Now, he kneeled to pray. He kneeled to pray. Now here, he kneeled to pray. Kneeled is the verb here. Now here, kneeled is which kind of verb? Here, kneeled does not require any object to make its complete sense. So kneeled here is a intransitive verb. Kneeled here is a intransitive verb and filled here is a transitive verb. Okay, so I hope the difference between the two is clear to you, a transitive and intransitive. Now see the rest of the sentences. The gas and coal are fuels. That dog looks dangerous and you appear well today. So, are, looks, and appear, all these 3 words are verbs, but they are neither transitive nor intransitive. They are the linking verbs. They are the linking verbs, that is, verbs of incomplete predication. Now, as transitive verb requires an object to make a complete sense, linking verbs, they need a complement. They need a complement. Complement like sad, smell, happy. When we give compliment to somebody, you can guess it. Okay, now the gas and coal are fuels. Now here are is a verb which is telling you that the gas and coal are the fuels. What the gas and coal are, they are telling you about its state, that is being, right? That dog looks dangerous. Now here look is a verb, linking verb, right? It is a linking verb which needs a complement. Dangerous is a complement here. Clear? You appear well today. Appear is a linking verb which needs a complement. With here the complement is well. Clear? I hope it is clear. So as I told you that transitive verb is followed by an object, linking verb is followed by the complement. So verbs that complement are called link verbs, and these verbs are also called verbs of incomplete predication. Now linking verbs are your helping verbs, right? Is, am, are. Forms of be we note is we know na forms of be is, am, are, was, were, being, been. These are what? Help linking verbs. These are what? Linking verbs. And other linking verbs are which give complement. Which give complement are appear, seen, and become. Clear? In some context, words like feel, grow, look, taste, turn, smell, prove, come, go, keep, and sound are also link verbs. Okay, the linking verbs are followed by the complement. Okay, is it clear now? Now, one more thing I would like to tell you, that most of the words can be used as both transitively and intransitively in different ways. Let's see, we must eat food every day. Now, here we need eat is the verb here. We know eat is the verb here. What? We must eat what? Now, if the question comes here, what? Food is the object here. Food is the verb. Food is the object of the verb eat here. So, here eat has been used transitively. Okay, if we write the sentence like this, we must eat every day. We must eat every day. It's a complete sentence. Here the verb does not requires an object to make a complete sense. So here eat has been used as intransitively. Clear? Okay, now here are some more examples of the verbs which are used as both transitively and intransitively. Now here you can see the boy flew kites. The boy flew what? Kites. So here flew is a transitive verb. If we see the sentence like this, the bird flew away, it is a flew here is a intransitive verb. Here flew does not requires any object. Similarly, next sentence, we grow roses in our garden. We grow what? Roses, right? So grow is a transitive verb. These plants grow fast. Now here grow is a verb which do not requires an object, and here grow is intransitive. She wrote a letter. She wrote what? She wrote a letter. What is there? Means here the verb needs an object. So wrote here is used as transitively. She writes well. So she writes well is a intransitive. Okay. The referee stopped the game. Referee stopped what? The game. So here stopped is a transitive verb. And the rain stopped long ago. Long ago the rain had stopped. So stopped doesn't requires any object, so it is used as intransitively, which do not requires an object to make a complete sense. So I hope up till now whatever I have explained is clear to you. Right, now let's see few more examples where we will identify whether the same verb is used as transitively, intransitively, or as a linking verb. Okay, let's see. I felt the stones under my feet. Felt what? The stones under my feet. So here felt is used as a transitive verb, right? The dead cannot feel. The dead cannot feel. Now here feel is a verb, but it does not require an object, so it is an intransitive. Okay, now we all felt sad at the bad news. Now see beta, I have told you transitive verb requires an object. Felt what? The stones. Hana? So here the felt is used as a transitive verb. But when your verb is followed by the complement, which is a sad here, so here felt is a linking verb. Linking verb means incomplete verb of predication. So here felt is a linking verb which is followed by the complement, right? Now can you smell smoke? Can you smell what? smoke. So here smell is a transitive verb. I have got a cold and I can't smell. Simple, no need of object, intransitive. That fish smells bad. Now here smell is a verb which is followed by a complement bad. So here smell is a linking verb, right? So I hope transitive verbs, type of verbs is clear to you. Transitive verb, intransitive verb, and linking verbs. Once again, I am repeating that transitive verbs are the verbs which requires an object to make a complete sense. Intransitive verb, they do not requires an object to make a complete sense. And linking verbs, verbs that complement. Verbs, this suppose smell is a verb, with that complement is a linking verb or incomplete verb of predication, or you can say incomplete verbs. Okay, now today up till here we have completed, that is up to type of verbs, that is transitive, intransitive, and incomplete verb of predication. So I hope I would like to stop it here, revise the verbs till page number 67 here. Up till now whatever we have discussed today, and related to that I am sending you exercise 1, 2, and 3 that you have to solve in your book itself. Okay, now see, first question is spot the verbs in these sentences. We have to identify the verb and write them in correct column. Underline the object of the transitive verb and complement of the linking verbs. Now here we have to spot the verb. What is the verb? And we have to write it whether it is transitive, intransitive, or linking verb, right? And we have to underline the object of the transitive verb and complement of the linking verb, right? If the verb is transitive, definitely subject object will be there. If the verb is intransitive, so there will be no object, no need to underline it. And if the verb is incomplete verb of predication or linking verb, you have to underline the complement. So first three has been done for you. He hid the money in a book. He hid what? The money. So the money is the object, so we have to underline the money here. And hid is a what? Which verb? Transitive verb. So hid is to be written here. Next, the child hid under the bed. Now child hid under the bed, that's it. Child hid under the bed, no need of object, so hid is a intransitive verb here. The book sounds interesting. Now sounds is a linking verb and the complement is interesting, so we will write sounds under the column of linking verb. Like this you have to solve the rest of the parts. Okay, in the second question you have to identify the direct object and indirect object, that I will tell you now, that how to find out the direct and indirect object, and you have to state it in their columns. Okay, it is very easy, I'll tell you. Third is underline the helping verbs. Helping verbs, you know, is, am, are, was, were. Suppose the baby is sleeping in the cradle. What is the helping verb here? Is. Is the helping verb. You have done tenses right. I told you in the previous class too. Is, am, are, was, were, has, have, had. All these are may, can, okay, will. All these are helping verbs, so you have to just underline the helping verbs. Now here is the helping verb. We are going to underline this. He has finished his work. Has is the helping verb. I had slept before you came. Had is the helping verb. Like this you have to underline it. Okay, now I'll tell you about direct and indirect object. Now see, as I told you about direct object, right? That I have taken example, Rahul eats an apple. Rahul eats an apple. Now here Rahul is the subject, eats is the verb here, and eats what? An apple. it is the object here. So it is the direct object. Okay, it is the direct object. What do you mean by indirect object? Indirect object, see, direct object is the name of something, right? Is the name of something, but indirect object denotes the person. Direct object will always the name of something, but the indirect object denotes the person whom something is given or whom something is done. Clear? Right? So it denotes the person whom something has given or something has been done. Now let's see. The teacher gave him a book. The teacher gave him a book. Now the teacher gave a book is okay. That book is the object of the verb gave, right? Now here gave is the verb, the teacher is a subject, and book is a direct object. But the teacher gave to whom? Him. To whom? Him. Now him is the person to whom the book has been given, to whom something has been given. So him is the indirect object. Him is the indirect object. Clear? Similarly, the young man offered her a seat. The young man offered what? Seat. Seat is the direct object. It is the name of something, and to whom something has been given? Her. Her is the indirect object. Clear? So like this you have to do exercise 2. In the exercise 2, here also you have to identify that, pick out the direct and indirect object, and you have to write down in their columns. First one has been done for you. My mother cooked me a nice breakfast. So breakfast is the direct object and me is the indirect object. The teacher gave me a reward. Reward is the, yes, direct object, and me is the person who is receiving the award, whom something has been given, is a indirect object. Okay, she, let's see third example. She gave him a pen. Pen is the direct object and him is the indirect object. Like this you have to write in their columns, and you have to complete your assignment till exercise 3 in your book itself. Okay, so I hope today's lecture is clear to you. May God bless you and take care of yourself. Stay home, stay safe, and do your studies regularly. If any doubt is there, if anything is not getting you clearly, please convey the message to us. We'll definitely try to clear your doubts. Okay, but be regular for your work. Do your work on time and regularly. Thank you.